2013 Nitto Tire United States Touring Car Championship season, and I am feeling lucky, lucky, lucky. I'm standing here with Ron Valtier, owner of T&I Racing, and we finished the season last year talking. I
sure
snagged
did.
you.
We sure did.
You told me about what was going on at the end of last season, and here we are again. I got him again.
And believe it or not, there was still a whole lot going on. And fortunately for us, it's the start of the season, and there was a whole lot more going on.
There is a whole lot going on. Ron, you are not kidding. We have got more teams. We've got bigger teams. We've got teams that were 2 cars last year. They've added 3 cars. Your team, for instance, added a 3rd car. I'll ask you a little bit about that. The GoGoGear.com UTI racing team added BTM Motorworks as a 3rd car.
With
also,
the new E90 chassis, which is brand new. It's a beautiful looking car on the grid.
My, good. I'm glad you like it. Tell me a little bit about your 3rd ad.
It's a 2004 E46. It's a brand new build. They started the build about 5 weeks ago, and it's sleepless nights, and here we are on track, and looking forward to a really good result today.
Excellent. And the other team, the other veteran team that's been with the United States Touring Car Championship Series is the Life's Good Racing, also added a 3rd car.
And would you believe it? It's another E46 and another beautiful car.
Another beautiful car. And they got it late. They've done some things, and we're going to see how it does on track today.
Right.
So what do you think? I'm going to ask you as a team owner, what do you think about the new format for today?
Today's racing format is it's exciting.
Yeah.
As you know, last year we've had 2 qualifying sessions, and you take the best time of the combined sessions. Today we're doing it in 2 stages. We're doing a qualifying 1 session, and then we're going to move on to Q2. And to me, that's exciting. That gives us a reason to race in the 3rd session, and it's going to be exciting, actually. No words for it.
No words for it. Okay.
And thanks, Becky and Ron. My name is Jeff Lepper. I'm here with Rick Nanini as we get ready to start another season here for the 2013 Nitto Tire United States Touring Car Championship.
And there goes the beautiful Kia Optima Hybrid safety car, the official safety car of the USTCC. On pole, we have Doc Makishima in the T&I Racing P-Tech BMW M3. Next to him is Dave Brown in the Hawk Brake Competition Clutch BMW M3.
Starting row number 2 is going to be Tim Barber, teammates now for the T&I Racing American Canyon Collision Mazda 3. Brad McClure in a brand new car on the outside of row number 2 in the BTM GoGoGear.com UTI BMW M3.
Next, we have Mike Locke in the Ettore Roger Krause Racing Acura Integra. Next to him, Tommy Lowe, Roto Wheels, Advanced Clutch Technology Acura Integra.
Ollie Arsham in the GoGoGear.com BTM UTI Hyundai Genesis. Percy Howard in his Evil Genius Racing Honda Prelude.
Next is Tom Milburn, the Bay Area Drafting Acura RSX, a new car for that team. Next to him, Larry Banney, GoGoGear.com BTM UTI BMW M3.
In a borrowed car, it's Pete Bovenberg starting 11th in the MBO Motorsports PPG Mazda MX-6, and then Mark McManus making his first appearance in U.S. Touring Car in his Motul Fresno Tap Lexus IS300.
Then we have another new driver, Greg Hughes in the Achilles Motorsports BMW M3. Next to him, Bradfield in the T&I Racing American Canyon Collision Center Mazda Speed 3. Bradfield was supposed to start on pole. He did a pass under yellow in practice early today. Got sent to the back of the field.
And completing row number 8, John Kuseldorf in the Delsey Nash & Associates Honda Civic, also a borrowed car. Sean Yu in the Damport Auto Body Honda Civic.
Then we have the GT field. Lead on the pole position in GT is Daniel Akhromstev in the Damport Auto Body BMW M3. Next to him, Geoff Sykes in the beautiful European Motorworks BMW M3.
Special treat here, Rob Rodriguez in the TH Motorsports Noble M400, first one in the GT class. Jim Stevens on the outside row number 2 in the Achilles Motorsports BMW M3.
And finally, we have Carl Chica in the Competition Clutch Hawk Brake Chevy Camaro.
And that completes your grid for round number 1 of the Nitto Tire United States Touring Car Championship. Touring Car is going to go off first, GT about 30 seconds behind. Dual standing starts for both of these classes. Green flag is up, we're waiting for the drop. And there it is, green flag, and wow, does Doug Makishima get a terrible start with Dave Brown jumping to lead in his new M3.
Oh man, Doug, just exactly what Doug did not want to have happen. Everybody's all over him, and Dave Brown just took off like he had 4-wheel drive.
I know, yeah, used to that Mitsubishi Lancer Rally Art 4-wheel drive there in a BMW this time, but that rear-wheel drive really acts as a great start from Brad McClure now too. A brand new BMW, but it's got the older M52 motor in that car, even though it is an E90 chassis.
No, actually, the Brad has the S54 motor in that car.
S54
S54 motor in that car, yes.
I know my Hondas, not my BMWs here. It's Brad McClure now battling for the lead with Dave Brown. It's going to be Tim Barber in third in the Mazda 3, followed by Doug Makishima as he slots into fourth place.
Doug Makishima does not want to have that happen, but this is a short race. It's probably going to be only 6-7 laps, so these guys have to drive hard from the get-go. There's no time to lose. You lose a little bit, and you're done.
And a great run there from the Edoroi Squeegee's Acura Integra R there, sitting in fifth with Mike Locke behind the wheel of that car, and then Larry Banney in the teammate to the BTM Motorworks car in second place in sixth.
That's the second yellow BMW that you'll see in the line. But so far, it looks like these top 5 guys are bumper to bumper the whole way around. They're all close to each other, and anybody can pass each other. It's just waiting for a mistake to happen here, it looks like. Oh, there goes Tommy Lowe trying to make a pass.
Yeah, Tommy Lowe in the new sportsman category now, so guys that are on a limited budget trying to do the whole season. We do have a separate championship for those drivers, so great to see that as he's currently first place in our sportsman championship.
And we're on board with Mike Locke as he's trying to reel in Doug Makishima. He's driving this Acura Integra, doing very well in this car, and he's looking for a chance to make his move.
Yeah, down here in the turn number 10. Hard on the brakes into turn number 11, down through the S's as they come down through it. Right on the inside! Oh, I don't sure if there was any contact or not, but like it's his fault, you know, it's going on there. It's tight racing here in the United States.
Well, keep in mind, in the USTCC this year, there's a new rule that says if you stick your nose in, the driver has to give you room. They can't just shut the door on you. So, but look at that, Dave Brown is already taking the inside line, defensive line, because Brad McClure is already on him. So. That's going to be interesting. Oh, this is the move we just saw earlier. This is when Doug Makishima was trying to go a little wide.
Yeah, he did give a lot of room there. 2 heads-up driving by 2 professional drivers, each giving each other a lot of room there. As we're on board now with Tim Barber, the T&I Racing American Canyon Collision Center. Mazda. I'll get it out. I'm working on it. As they come onto the front stretch here, we'll see if that power of that Mazda 3 can reel in these 2 lead BMWs.
Boy, those 2 front-running BMWs have started to pull away now a little bit. The gap was starting to expand. These 2 BMWs are pulling away a little bit from the red Mazda Speed 3 there. Dave Brown totally seems to be handling this race very well.
Yeah, we had the reliability issues last year in that Mitsubishi Lancer Rally Art. The team switched over here to M3 now. As we look at our GT start, it is going to be Geoff Sykes on the outside there, and his BMW.
And Daniel's on the inside in that other red BMW. The 2 of them going side by side. Nobody's lifting here.
Yeah, keeping their foot down here as he goes down to turn number 2. It will be Geoff Sykes in the lead, but way to the wide.
Outside,
watch out for that.
Turn 2.
Beautiful Noble there. It's great to have them in the series here as that M400. See if they can run down these 2 lead BMWs. It seems like everybody's trying to run down 2 lead BMWs in each class.
Yes, BMWs seem to be dominating everywhere you go. But that M400 Turbo Hoses Noble is a beautiful car, and it's potent. That has a twin turbo V6 in it. That puts out close to 500 horsepower, I believe, so that should be a pretty fast car.
Yeah, built by Ron Fellows' company AER up in Canada over the motors on that car, so great program there. It's great to see Noble stepping in as he makes the pass for third. It is Rob Rodriguez up to second now, followed by Daniel Akhromstev into third. Continue this battle for the lead in our GT class now. It is the Noble of Rodriguez in second, trying to run down Geoff Sykes in his European Motorworks M3. And way wide, you don't want to do that. Complete flat bottom on that Noble. That's going to cause a little bit of damage there.
Be careful. But
when you look at racing budgets, it's got to be a big one for a Noble.
Rob's got to be careful. He's trying to run down this M3. But anyway, we'll come back to that if anything happens there. But in the meantime, here's the battle again for touring. Dave Brown still leading in that competition clutch BMW M3. And it looks like these top 3 now have settled into a nice routine here.
Yeah, you got to get in the groove, get yourself set, and get ready to go here. And try to pick your battles. I know Tim Barber's thinking about where he can pick off Dave Brown, where he could try to get around Brad McClure as well. There's a great shot of our two-time race winner now, Larry Banney, in the GoGear.com BMW M3. It's the older of the M3s, the brand new M3 up front by his teammate, sitting in second right now with Brad McClure in the BTM Motorworks Gear UTI M3.
Yeah, they were trying to build a new car. They wanted to retire the old car, but I guess they like the old car so much they are still driving it.
Went twice, and you can't go wrong with that.
So, but this is the primary car right now. This is the car they're focusing their energy on. And looks like he's in sections. He's catching up to Dave Brown. In other sections, Dave Brown pulls away. Look at that.
And there he is right on the inside. Can he make it stick? Coming up to the treacherous turn number 9. Not sure up the hill here. We'll see that pass
watching it through
from
Tim Barber's view now.
Tim Barber's camera. I know Tim wants to try to get up there and see if he can sneak through as well if Brad can make that pass.
See, these guys are going side by side. Going through, this is the kink turn 8. These guys, oh! And now Brad loses a little bit of momentum, and Tim Barber makes his move on Brad.
Yeah, see if Tim will make this stick here as he goes into second.
Yes,
now Brad
does.
McClure down to third. He does complete the pass now. It is Tim Barber through the dirt on the right side into second place.
So look at that. Brad is trying to go for the overall first place, and all of a sudden he goes from potential first to third.
Just like that, it can happen that easy there. With Tim Barber in second now, Brad McClure all shuffled back to third. Here's a look at Mike Locke on the inside of Doug Makishima. That battle still heating up here in that Technique Motorsports and the T&I Racing up ahead in third. Now here is Mike Locke on the inside there. Door to door, there they touch! Boy, these guys need those mirrors. You don't want to fold those mirrors in, as now it looks like Doug Makishima did the better place of valor and give up the position. Now it's Mike Locke into fourth.
Yeah, going into that turn, you cannot go side by side through turn 8. Somebody's going to end up...
You can, it's just not going to be good on the exit.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, somebody's going to end up paying a little bit of extra money for that.
And there's Dave Brown still continuing to lead in this hawk performance.
That competition clutch BMW M3, and Dave is doing really well because he's trying keeping his nose clean and staying out of these battles. But now the red Mazda Speed 3 of Tim Barber looks pretty strong.
Yeah, we'll have to see. A lot of reliability issues for these two lead cars. Of course, that was with the Mitsubishi in the front car, but the Mazda has notoriously had overheating problems. It looks like the team worked very diligently off-season, talking to Ron Valtierra, the lead principal there at T&I Racing, about the work they had to do to make sure that they have the reliability fixed this year. Look for great things out of the entire T&I Racing team.
Yeah, these guys come on strong. They added a third car, that Doug Makishima BMW M3, which is also a front-running car, so the team has done really well. But here we are on board again with Tim Barber, as now he's working hard on Dave Brown. Wow, maybe let's see if he's got an answer for Dave Brown.
And this could play into the hands of Brad McClure as well. If these two cars start battling again, we saw how easy it was for Brad to go from second to third. It could be that easy for Brad to go all the way to first if these guys start battling side by side.
Yeah, what you don't want to have happen is Dave Brown pulling away all on his own while everybody else battles it out.
Yeah, look at the front stretch here. It is first, second, and third. We have Brown, and here's a pass looking on the outside, kind of putting his nose in there is Brad McClure.
Now can Brad make the red Mazda back to third? Wow.
It's great to see Brad McClure coming into the series at BTM Motorworks, a tuner shop down in Campbell, California. Ran the NASA Spec-E 30 series for a long time, moving up to the professional ranks here in the U.S. Touring Car now. Great to have him. Teamed up with Larry Banney this year. Look for great things also from that BTM GoGear.com UTI M3 team of Larry Banney and Brad McClure.
Yeah, there are a lot of drivers this season that have a shot to win the championship, and Brad's certainly one of them. But yeah, we'll see how it goes here. But any of these guys have a good shot at it.
Yeah, you can never count out that fourth place team there, that super team now of Mike Locke and Brandon Krause. That's going to be a great team to watch them and do the development of that. Brad McClure drops two wheels off. You paid to use the whole track, you might as well use it. That's for sure. That's Brad McClure's motto here is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, all separated by a second and a half.
Wow, these guys are so close. It's just everybody's gonna have to not make mistakes. You make a mistake here, you're gonna go from first to fifth.
Easily, just like that, or first to hero to zero if you want to
Yes.
do that too as well, if you're stuck on the grass on the side here.
But, you know, look who's got caught up all the way from the back. Bob Bradfield, who started, 14th or 13th? Now he's up to, 5th place already?
Had an infraction during the practice session, got moved to the back of the field for the race, and he's doing a great job in his T&I Racing American Canyon Collision Center. Mazda 3 is starting to catch this lead pack now in that Mazda.
Yeah, he's in 6th place already, from 14th to 6th in a matter of 3 laps.
Well, if there's a hard charger major award, it's got to go to Bob Bradfield.
Yeah, that guy's doing all right in that blue Mazda Speed 3. As we get back on Mike Locke now in that Acura Integra, he's working on the BMW of BMW of McClure.
Yeah, talked to Mike Locke. He said his car gets better on the long runs. That's what they need. Unfortunately, with just a sprint race format here, only doing 6 or 7 laps, he needs to get that better. He is on the inside of Brad McClure now. Can he make that pass stick? Brad runs a little wide to give him some room. Does not do it.
Oh no, the Noble's on fire. What happened to the Noble?
Oh, we'll have to get a word from that, but big, major blow up there. We do mean blow up. That car is on fire, so hopefully it's just a little oil fire that got put out, but we'll have to look to see if there's going to be any fluids on the track as he's continuing. Not sure if he knows he's on fire or not, but that's going to definitely affect our GT standings and order.
Well, we'll find out soon enough because our lead pack is coming in and going into turn 2, where that Noble blew up of the Noble M400 of Robert Rodriguez.
Yeah, great safety crew at Thunderhill. I'm sure if there is anything on there, they will make these drivers aware of it with the great yellow and orange safety flags. So heads up driving for that NASA and the Thunderhill safety crew as well.
Well, you saw a little wiggle out of Dave Brown right there, so there's definitely something on the track. So we'll see how that goes. But it looks like the top 3 have worked their way through the pack.
Yeah, I'm sure the guys are on the radio letting them know about what's going on here. And here it is. Looks like Mike Locke found it. In contact with Doug Makishima there.
Makishima. Oh no! Both of them. And Doug's car smoking. Looks like. And there goes Larry Banny goes by in the BMW M3. Looks like Mike's car is okay. He just spun and looks like the contact wasn't so bad. Here's watching it through Doug's view.
Yeah, just snapped over onto him, and it looks like Doug got a little sideways too. Not sure if something's on the track there, or if it was just a mistake.
No, that was the oil right at the entrance to turn 2. It had to be, where everybody was getting squirrely. But wow, here's Pete Bovenberg now, a little further back. Also, spins out in the oil.
So you can see the line of oil right there.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm sure the safety crews are going to have to look at this right now and see what they're going to have to do about this. Maybe let all the drivers inform all the drivers of where it is, and we can keep racing here. The GT field leaders come through. That's Geoff Sykes and Daniel Akhromstev. Still, it is the lead pack of Dave Brown, Tim Barber, and Brad McClure.
Lead pack now is narrowed from 5 or 6 cars to that's just 3 now. So that oil separated that field out. So now we have just 3 cars dicing it out for the lead, as the regular line for Brad McClure seems to be through the dirt.
If I was going to say, if that was Dave Brown, it would just be the Mitsubishi's natural habitat, but he's in the BMW now. But Brad showing that he can use the entire track, and there is the wounded car of Doug Makishima. The right rear got hit by Mike Locke. Mike Locke retaking the position over Larry Banny, back into 5th place now as he tries to continue the charge back up to Doug Makishima.
Yeah, Mike Locke seems to be not hurt. His car seems to be okay, but Doug is definitely off the pace.
Yeah, we'll have to keep an eye out on Doug to see if he can continue or not. Eventually, it's going to wear that Nitto NT01 out, where he's not going to be able to go.
Oh, here comes Tim Barber trying to pass on the inside of Dave Brown. He got a run on him at turn 9 there. And does he make it? Yes, looks like he does.
And watch for Brad McClure to try to see if he can sneak in as well. As yes, the wounded car of Doug Makishima, he's dropped back 2 positions now. Looks like his race day is done.
Oh, wow, that's really sad. That car had so much potential, but there's always next race. But as we go back to watch what happens to Tim Barber, takes the lead, and Brad McClure also just tries to get in there. And he does make it, it looks like. Let's go back to Tim Barber, watch it from his view again as he gets a run on Dave Brown out of turn 9. It looks like Dave gets a little sideways, loses a little bit of momentum.
He does as he comes down here onto the inside, hard into the braking zone from the in-car here of Tim Barber. Trying to take the lead, and I was right. Brad McClure snuck through too as well. Brad McClure up to 2nd now. We'll have to watch. It's going to be Tim Barber, Brad McClure, and Dave Brown now 1st to 3rd in two corners. It happens that quick in U.S. Touring Car.
Nice job by Tim here. Let's see if we can watch a different angle. I wonder if we can get back to Dave Brown's view of this.
You'll have to see if he made a mistake there. Watch his hands on the wheel and see, because it looked like he ran a little wide. He might have got a little loose there, and that allowed Tim Barber to get out on the inside as Tim goes onto the front stretch here, leading his first United States Touring Car Championship. Here is Dave Brown.
So here's Dave Brown. So Tim goes by, and
there he goes.
The yellow car. Yeah, there's the yellow car, and he goes by. Boy, two positions lost in one turn, but it looks like looks like he missed the Brad.
Oh no, looks like Brad missed the shift or something. Yeah, there had to have something happen, but we haven't got a camera shot yet. Hopefully Brad's not broke. Hopefully he's still continuing, because he really looked like he was just standing still as Dave Brown retook second place. And here's a great
boy.
shot. And there he is.
No,
He's
there
back
he is.
underway. So good.
He must
We
have
know-
just missed the shift or something. Maybe he got too excited. Whoa, what was that?
I'm in second. Oh, no. But no, professional driver there, Brad McClure, can definitely do it. Now it is Tim Barber stretching that lead.
And now he's got a huge lead for going, oh man, and there's only, 3 more laps left? Wow, this is awesome. This is just exactly what Tim Barber wanted. Quietly worked his way to the front, and now he's just pulling away.
Yeah, the best thing here that Dave Brown and Brad McClure can do now is get nose to tail and try to run back down that Mazda and see if they can make a race out of it. Right now they're not doing that, though. They're going to be battling side by side here as Dave Brown right to the inside. Brad McClure is getting a run on him coming down here into turn number 3. And here's that battle now. Tim Barber, as we look back through the field, the Lexus.
Oh, this is
there
Mark
of
McManus in that white Lexus.
Percy Howard.
In that Honda Prelude. And, of course, we have Pete Bovenberg in that Mazda MX-6.
Yeah, Pete having transmission issues in his Civic there as he gets on the inside of Percy down in the dirt. Both those guys touched there.
Oh, man. Percy's probably thinking, what the heck was going on here? But I think it must have had something to do with the oil. Let's see.
Yeah, coming down the straightaway here, Pete Bovenberg trying to catch back up, had that earlier spin. Now, he was in his Civic, transmission problems into the MX-5 now. Percy
MX-6,
Howard, if you
MX-6.
sorry, if you recognize that car, that is the championship-winning car of Brandon Krause. So Percy Howard taking the reins of that car now, as Pete trying to make a hole where there is none.
Well, he's going finally. And boom!
Right into him there. It looks like Brad had to, or maybe Percy had to check up for Mark, and then Pete just nowhere to go, right into the side of Percy.
Yeah, it looks like they were probably just slowed down because of the oil, and but fortunately, looks like there was not a big major damage. But look at that gap now that Tim Barber has built in that MX Mazda Speed 3. Sorry, excuse me. But now, Brad McClure all over Dave Brown. This is going to be quite interesting. What's all that smoke?
What's all that smoke right there? White smoke. Did Tim Barber blow up?
No,
Oh, no.
Tim
It did.
Barber!
Oh, we just talked about the reliability that the team went through working in the offseason to get that on, and another mechanical failure in that T&I racing car. That's going to be a heartbreak for that entire team.
That car looks so dominant. Let's see if we can hear anything. What happened? Just driving around.
Down the hill there, nothing special, and there it goes.
All of a sudden,
done.
just smoke.
Wow, it can happen that quick, folks. Leading round number 1, so much going into this team. Top-notch driver with Tim Barber, and their race is done.
That's so sad.
That's going to put Dave Brown now into the lead as we get an onboard camera here. If there's any signs of it, we don't see anything at all other than it just comes down the hill and boom, there it goes.
Boom.
Just that quick.
Oh, and they can't even see anything.
A lot of it.
Dave had to be careful not to crash into something.
Yeah, great GoPro camera shot here on the roof of Dave Brown's Hawk Performance Competition Clutch BMW M3 as he goes to lead now. Now the battle's on. We saw Brad McClure putting it to Dave Brown here a little bit earlier, and here they go, nose to tail now. Dave to the inside protecting. Brad's going to try the old over-under here as they head up the hill towards turn number 9. Down the hill here into turn number 10, getting the run. This Brad's going to stay right there, nose to tail. Only about 2 laps left here. He's only going to have 30 corners here at Thunderhill, 15-turn track to make it happen.
And you'll see behind here's the Acura Integra of Mike Locke and Larry Banney, followed by a blue Mazda Speed of Bob Bradfield, running down 3rd, 4th, and 5th positions.
It seems like Brad's a little bit better here in the tight stuff, but it seems Dave Brown's got some better horsepower on the straightaways. As Mike Locke, that damaged front end from the contact with Doug Makishima. Larry Banney now to 5th. Or 4th. Is Larry Banney on the outside? Are you allowed to do that? I'm not really sure. Wow, how about that for the lead now? Brad McClure, an outside pass in turn 15 onto the front stretch. I don't think anybody's ever made that happen. I don't think Dave was even waiting for that to happen.
And by the way, there goes the white flag right there as he did it. So one more lap left. Wow, look at that.
I think that's a shock to Dave Brown as much as it probably was a shock to Brad McClure as well that it actually stayed. But look at that. Brad McClure in that brand new BTM Motorworks UTI GoGoYear.com M3. Dave Brown going to try to make a pass back here in turn number 1. He's on the inside. Does not. As Brad gives him a lot of room there.
Brad gives him a lot of room.
Very nice gentleman driving there from Brad McClure, but Dave Brown unable to stick his nose in there and make the pass.
Yeah, here's another view of it as he attempts a pass going into turn 1. But as you said, Brad did a gentlemanly thing and gave him plenty of room. Wow.
Wow,
Just like that. With that one lap to go, can Dave make the pass? He has proven he's got the speed, but can you make the pass with one lap to go to win for his first time? Either way, if either one of these cars wins, they're both brand new cars for the season, so each one will have won in their first race.
Yeah, no doubt about that. I know Dave Brown's definitely a past champion in this series multiple times, so he's used to race winning there. As now, Brad McClure, you got to kind of have the sense that maybe Dave Brown was holding him up a little bit, and it looks like he has pulled out.
Looks like, yeah, definitely the gap is increasing. Either that, or I think Dave probably knows that he doesn't have much for Brad at this point.
With the reliability issues that they had, that whole team had with the Mitsubishi, it's probably best that they, hey, there is the big picture of a championship here with the U.S. Touring Car. We don't have anything for the lead car. Let's make sure that we go ahead and make sure we settle second place here.
Well, second place points is definitely good. You definitely don't want to screw everything up. But it looks like the battle for the final step of the podium is pretty good between Locke, Benny, and Bradfield, those three guys. And then our GT podium, you'll see the top two guys there, which was Geoff Sykes and Daniel Akhromstev.
You can say that, not me.
Yeah, it's a tough name to say, but you gotta get some practice.
There is that. Edery Sponges, Roger Krause Racing, Rage Tank, Acura Integra.
Okay, final
Type
turn.
R, there it is, onto the front straightaway. Commanding lead now from Brad McClure and his BTM Motorworks, UTI, GoGoodyear.com. Round number 1 winner, brand new car in the debut for the series rookie driver.
His lights flashing as he knows he's got this in the bag at this point.
Yeah, how about that for that GoGoodyear.com team? No less than 3 cars competing here this weekend. Sometimes have 4 or 5 cars every weekend. I know it's going to be good for them, bringing the BTM crew in as well. It's going to be the new superpower in U.S. Touring Car now.
And they also win the Cobra Team Award, the Cobra Radar Detector Team Award for the top team with the car in the first place and in fourth place with Larry Banny finishing in fourth place.
Here is your top 10. The team of Brad McClure, Larry Banny, Dave Brown in second, Mike Locke, Brandon Krause in third, Larry Banny in fourth, and Brad Bradfield up to fifth.
I'm very excited about it. We had a good battle out there. Dave Brown put up a great race, but in the end, the BTM Motorworks, Go Gear, BMW really dominated. I want to thank my crew back at BTM Motorworks. They really did an outstanding job on putting the car together. Pretty much we came out and it was fast from the get-go and we didn't have any issues, so really happy about that.
Wow, what a start to the season.
Yeah, great start. I was just happy to be a part of it. And what a way to kick off the whole season.
Yeah, so where are we going? We're going east.
Yeah, let's go to Salt Lake City next, end of June. We'll be
End of
there
June.
with the Lucas Oil Off-Road Racing Series. You're going to have the big Pro 2 and Pro 4 trucks out there with big names like Deegan, and all those other guys. So it's going to be a quite exciting weekend.
It is. So and us.
Yeah.
The Nitto Tire United States Touring Car Championship
Yeah.
at Miller at the end of June, and maybe we'll walk around and get some other footage of some of those other guys out
yeah.
there too.
Oh yeah. It'll be a fun race to watch.
Thanks for joining us. Tune in again next time when we'll bring you another exciting episode of Final Drive TV with the latest news from the world of cars. For more information and to view complete episodes, please visit us at finaldrive.net.